So, you think ordering food online is convenient? How adorable! This is Echoes of the Net, where we expose the internet's dirtiest secrets while everyone else is busy posting food pics on Instagram. Today's episode is brought to you by corporate greed, monopolistic practices, and your complete ignorance about where your money actually goes when you order that overpriced biryani. We are talking about Zomato and Swiggy, two companies that have somehow convinced an entire country that paying 500 for a 300 worth of food is disruption. Spoiler alert, the only thing being disrupted is your wallet and every restaurant's ability to, actually make money. But hey, at least your food comes with a cute delivery tracking animation, right? Let's dive into this beautiful mess. Alright, genius. You just ordered a rupees 350 biryani on Zomato. You paid rupees 450 because obviously convenience has a price. But here's what your smooth brain probably didn't calculate. The restaurant you think is making bank from your order. They are about to lose their shirt. Ready for some fun math? Of course you are not, but we are doing it anyway. Let's see a Zomato breakdown. Zomato takes a 18 to 30% commission. Let's be generous and say 25%. That's rupees 87.5 rupees gone. Poof, into Dipinder Goel's pocket. Then there's the payment gateway fee, another 1.84%, which is another 6 rupees 40 paise. Now, Zomato introduced a new rule in 2025. If your restaurant is more than 4 km from the customer, there's a flat rupees 35 long distance delivery fee paid by the restaurant, not you. Add it up, 87.5 plus 6.4 plus 35 rupees, which is equals to 128 rupees 90 paise lost per order. That's 37% of the order value gone before the restaurant owner can even think about paying for ingredients, electricity, or God forbid, their own salary. But wait, don't think Swiggy is any better. Oh no, they have got their own special brand of extortion. Swiggy charges 15 to 35% commission. Let's say 28% for the same rupees 350 order. That's rupees 98 straight into Shiharsha Majesty's designer wallet. Payment gateway fee? Same 1.84%. Another rupees 6.4 disappearing. Want your restaurant to show up first in search? There is a priority listing fees. That will be rupees 5,000 to 15,000 per month. Thank you very much. There is also a packaging charges to restaurants, which is 8 rupees to 12 rupees per order, even though they are also charging customers for packaging. There is a dynamic price adjustment, which is during peak hours, Swiggy can increase their commission by another 5 to 10% without telling you, because surprise charges are fun. Let's do the math for a typical peak hour Swiggy order. So rupees 98 for commission, 6.4 rupees for payment fee, rupees 10 for packaging, and 17.5 rupees, which is a 5% surge on commission, equals to 131.9 rupees lost per order. That's 38% gone. Congratulations, Swiggy. Just beat Zomato in the who can rob restaurants faster competition. But here's the best part. And by the best, I mean absolutely infuriating. Both platforms have clauses that penalize restaurants for offering lower prices elsewhere. Here is a list of Zomato penalties. Number 1. Offer lower prices for dining, 3x the price difference as fine. Number 2. Put a flyer in orders promoting your website, rupees 1 lakh penalty. Number 3. Miss your promised delivery time, rupees 50 to 100 per late order. And number 4. Customer complains about packaging, rupees 200 penalty, even if it's the delivery partner's fault. Now, let's see the Swiggy penalties. Number 1, maintain cheaper offline prices, 25,000 to 50,000 rupees penalty per violation. Number 2, promote your own app in packaging, there is a contract termination plus penalty. Number 3, food temperature complaints, rupees 150 fine because restaurants control traffic apparently. And number 4, unacceptable order cancellation rate above 3%, rupees 500 per cancelled order. So, if your neighborhood restaurant charges rupees 270 for dine-in but 350 online, and you find out they get fined massive amounts by both platforms. Oh, and if they dare to put a flyer in your order saying order directly from us next time, that's potentially 1 lakh on Zomato or contract termination on Swiggy. Because nothing says partnership like threatening your partners for trying to survive. Am I right? One restaurant owner on Reddit literally said, some days I operate at a loss just to stay visible on the platform. But sure, tell me again how this is a win win ecosystem. So, restaurants have been getting screwed for years, and finally, someone decided to grow a backbone. Enter the National Restaurant Association of India, NRAI. You know, the people who represent 5 lakh restaurants that actually make your food while Zomato executives count their money. In January 2025, NRAI President Sagar Daryani basically said what we have all been thinking. Zomato and Swiggy are engaging in sheer abuse of power. Wow, revolutionary. Only took them what, 8 years to figure this out? But better late than never, I guess. NRAI filed a complaint with the Competition Commission of India because apparently someone needs to explain to our tech overlords that monopolies are, in fact, illegal. Here's what these absolute geniuses at Zomato and Swiggy have been up to. First, they are launching their own food brands, Bistro by Blinkit, Snack by Swiggy, using all the customer data they collected from restaurants. It's like if Amazon started selling Jeff's special headphones right next to Sony, except Amazon owns the store, controls the search results, and knows exactly what you want to buy. Second, they collect all your data, what you order, when you order, how much you pay. Then tell restaurants, sorry, customer data is confidential. Meanwhile, they are using that exact data to steal customers. Third, they are forcing restaurants into discount schemes that destroy profit margins. Then acting surprised when restaurants can't afford to stay in business. Daryani put it perfectly. We have no reason to believe they are not migrating our customers to the product they sell as private labels on their apps. The translation being, these platforms are basically saying, thanks for the customers. Now watch us steal them with our own competing products. And the best part, NRAI found that 99% of restaurant partners in delivery don't make money. 99%. Let that sink in. But hey, at least Zomato's and Swiggy's stock price is doing great. So that's something. But wait, you say my food is cheap. I get discounts. How am I getting screwed? Oh, sweet summer child. Sit down. Let me explain you how badly you are being played. That rupees 350 biryani you ordered, It costs only rupees 270 if you walk into the restaurant. But you can't because you're too lazy and they have made sure ordering directly is basically impossible. A study found that food delivery apps add an extra rupees 12,000 to your annual household budget. 12,000 rupees. That's like 2 months of groceries just disappeared. Here's how they are pickpocketing you. First, platform fees. Started at rupees 2, now 12.5 on Zomato, 15 on Swiggy. This money doesn't go to restaurants. It's pure profit for the platforms. It's like paying a cover charge to enter a restaurant, except the restaurant doesn't get the money. Delivery fees. Remember when it was rupees 20 only? Now it's 40 to 60. And they have the audacity to call it surge pricing during dinner time because apparently dinner is an unexpected event that requires surge pricing. Third, packaging charges. Here's my personal favorite scam. They charge you rupees 10 to 15 for packaging. Then they charge the restaurant for packaging too. So you're both paying for the same cardboard box. Brilliant. GST on delivery fees. New rule in September 2025, 18% GST on delivery fees immediately passed to you. Because why should platforms absorb any cost when they can just not? And despite all these charges, all of them, restaurants are still losing money on every order. So where does your money go? Into the pockets of people who doesn't cook, don't deliver, don't clean, don't do anything except run an app that connects you to the restaurant. A Bengaluru restaurant owner told INC 42 customers are ordering less because delivery has become 20 to 30% costlier. But we can't leave the platform because that's where the visibility is. It's the perfect trap. Restaurants can't leave because customers are on the platforms. Customers can't get fair prices because restaurants have to mark up to survive their platform fees. And platforms, they are laughing all the way up to the bank. Capitalism at its finest, folks. Just when you thought this story couldn't get more interesting, along comes Rapido. Yes, the bike taxi guys, who apparently looked at this dumpster fire and said, "Hold my chai, I can fix this." In August 2025, Rapido launched Only, which pronounced as OWNLY, in Bengaluru with a business model so simple it's actually genius. Zero commission for restaurants. I know, it sounds too good to be true. In a world where Zomato and Swiggy are basically loan sharks in tech clothing, someone is actually offering fairness? Here's how Rapido model works and prepare to be shocked by how reasonable it sounds. Number 1. Orders under rupees 100. Restaurant pay only 10 rupees and customer pays only 20 rupees. Orders between 100 to 400, it's a flat 25 rupees delivery fee. And orders above 400, 50 delivery fee. That's it. No commission, no platform fees, no surge pricing because it's Tuesday. And here's the kicker. Rapido forces restaurants to keep their online prices the same as offline prices. Revolutionary concept? I know. Charging the same price regardless of how you ordered? Who would have thought? So that rupees 350 order that cost restaurants 113 fees on Zomato, on Only it cost 25 rupees only. That's rupees 105 saved per order. Suddenly, restaurants can actually make money from delivery. What a concept! Major chains like Wow Momo, Fasus have signed up faster than you can say screw Zomato. Early reviews show customers paying 15 to 20% less than on other platforms, while restaurants finally see sustainable margins. It's almost like when you don't have a parasitic middleman taking 30% of everything, everyone wins except the parasite. But here is where it gets spicy. Remember how I said this story couldn't get more interesting? Well, surprise! Swiggy owns 12% of Rapido. Let that marinate in your brain for a second. One of the companies Rapido is trying to obliterate is also their investor. It's like if Hanuman took a loan from Ravana just to buy the mountain he needed to defeat him. Awkward doesn't even begin to cover it. Swiggy has now said they are re-evaluating their investment due to potential conflict of interest. Translation being, how dare you try to compete with us using our money? And you know Zomato isn't sitting quietly either. Both platforms have billions in funding and a proven track record of destroying competition. Remember Uber Eats? They tried to compete and got crushed so hard they literally gave up and sold their business to Zomato. Food Panda, gone. Tiny Owl, dead. Ola Dash, buried so deep even archaeologists can't find it. Zomato and Swiggy have network effects, millions of customers, thousands of delivery partners, and algorithms that have been learning your ordering habits for a decade. Rapido is starting from scratch in a market where the big players literally burn money to kill competition. But here is what's different this time. Number 1, restaurant support. The entire NRAI with 5 lakh members is backing Rapido because they are literally dying under the current system. Number 2, government backing. The Open Network for Digital Commerce ONDC, basically the government's attempt to break platform monopolies, is gaining traction. In Bengaluru, 20% of food delivery now comes through ONDC. Number 3, customer anger. People are finally realizing they are paying 500 for a 300 worth of food and they are not happy about it. NRAI's Daryani said, we need a third alternative. We can't let this duopoly destroy the restaurant industry. The battle lines are drawn. In one corner, two monopolistic giants with infinite money and zero shame. In other corner, a bike taxi company with a dream and the entire restaurant industry cheering them on. Place your bets, people. Alright, let's get serious for a hot minute. Because underneath all this sarcasm, there's something genuinely messed up happening. This isn't just about food delivery, this is about platform capitalism. The idea that whoever controls the digital infrastructure gets to extract value from everyone else without actually creating anything. Zomato and Swiggy didn't start restaurants. They don't cook food. They don't even deliver it. That's done by gig workers getting paid peanuts. All they did was build an app. And somehow that app gives them the right to take 30% of every restaurant's revenue forever. It is the same pattern everywhere. First, Amazon takes 15 to 45% from sellers, then launches competing products. Uber takes 25 to 40% from drivers, then pushes for self driving cars to eliminate them. Google takes 30% from app developers, then copies successful apps. They call it disruption. I call it digital feudalism. And the consequences are real. Small restaurants, the ones that survived COVID, inflation, and rising rent, are closing because they can't afford to pay platform taxes. Family businesses that fed communities for decades are disappearing because some tech bro in Gurgaon decided 25% commission wasn't enough. Workers are losing jobs, communities are losing gathering places, culture is being replaced by cloud kitchens and ghost restaurants. All so two companies can report record profits to their shareholders. But here's the thing about monopolies, they only work if we let them. Restaurants are fighting back through NRAI. The government is building alternatives through ONDC. Customers are slowly waking up to how much they are overpaying. And companies like Rapido are proving that you don't need to screw everyone over to run a successful platform. The question isn't whether change is possible. The question is whether we'll demand it before every neighborhood restaurant becomes a Starbucks. So, there you have it. The food delivery industry in all its exploitative glory. Two companies control 95% of the market. They're screwing restaurants, overcharging customers, and somehow convinced everyone this is innovation. But maybe, just maybe, change is coming. Whether it's Rapido, ONDC, or something else entirely, cracks are starting to show in the duopoly. The next time you're about to order food, ask yourself, do I want to feed this broken system or should I maybe, I don't know, call the restaurant directly? Your biryani will taste the same, but the restaurant owner might actually be able to afford dinner for their own family. Think about it. This has been Echoes of the Net. I'm your host, and until next time, stay curious, stay angry, and for the love of everything holy, stop letting tech platforms steal your money while calling it convenience.